One of the most common reasons that people don't post more on social media is simply because they feel their niche is already too saturated, it's already too competitive, and how can they possibly compete with people who've been posting in that niche for years potentially? Well, in this video, I'm gonna tell you exactly how, even in a really competitive niche, you can still stand out and make a name for yourself and start bringing in more customers, more sales, more clients, whatever it is that's gonna get you the success that you want. The first way to stand out in a really competitive niche is to use the remix strategy. And this is simply where you look at ideas for things you can do in your content from other niches. You broaden your search, so rather than just looking at what other people are doing, say, in the fitness niche, if that's where you are, which is probably posting workout videos of the different exercises they do or diets and things like that, rather than just doing what everyone else is doing, look at what people are doing in other niches, completely unrelated to fitness. So maybe you'd look at this channel and you'd see that you quite like the videos where I look at lessons from characters in TV shows and movies, and you think, okay, why don't I extract the element there of those TV show characters and movie characters and analyzing lessons from them. I pull that out from this niche, I apply it in my own niche, and I look at how I can do videos on characters in TV shows and films who are really ripped and have amazing bodies, and then analyze what workout routine they would have to use to get that kind of body, because people might be actively searching for that. And that's just one random example, but suddenly you've created some content which is still about fitness. You're still talking about what exercises to do and the same kind of content, but you're packaging it in a very new and unique way, something that's not happening much in your niche. And so if you are kind of feeling like the niche is too saturated, everyone's doing the same thing, you need to look further afield and look at more obscure content, because you never know where inspiration can strike in these other niches that you can then take an element of that and apply it to your own content. You're remixing different elements from different places and forming something entirely new. The second strategy to stand out in your niche is to use more stories, because the fact is, the one unique thing about you and your brand and your channel and your content compared to everyone else is yourself. You are the unique asset that you have, and so you need to use that. You need to use your personal stories, your experiences, your own anecdotes and feelings, and actually throw that in as well, rather than just giving lots of information, because everyone can talk about the same information, but only you can talk about your unique perspective and tell engaging stories that make those points, because that not only makes people then warm to your brand more because they're more invested in your story, but it helps bring the content to life as well in a unique way. Rather than just being given the facts and the cold hard information, use the stories to help people understand things in a way that makes more sense to them. Because just because you're an expert on your topic and you know all about it, to other people, using all the language related to your niche might be a bit overwhelming. Maybe they're quite new to it.
Just a little sodium chloride.
Actually, dude, it's salt.
That's what I said, sodium chloride.
When you put it into story terms and you kind of explain to people how you've got to those lessons, well, that can be really powerful, because it puts it into terms they understand better, and it means they're going to connect more with your content and with your brand. So definitely start including more stories. Start thinking about presenting your own story so people can buy into that and they can see themselves in your story, which again, it all helps with getting people connected to your brand. And then suddenly it's very unique to all the other brands who are just giving out information, because people come to you for your stories, for your unique perspective on things that no one else can replicate, because only you have your stories. The third strategy you can use to stand out in your niche is to niche your content down to an even deeper level. Because in that example I just gave before, I said someone was in the fitness niche and maybe they specifically post exercise videos. Well, that's good, but if you're a new channel, you're competing with every other fitness channel who posts exercise videos. But if you niche down further to a more specific type of content or to a more specific audience, then it's actually much easier for people who want that specific thing to find you, because you're not just competing with fitness then, you're providing a more specific thing that people are looking for. So if it does feel like your niche is too saturated, the chances are you just need to go to a deeper level within your niche, specify it even more, narrow it even closer, and that's actually gonna help you get better results. And the fourth and final strategy to stand out in your niche is to use infotainment. And if you've been following this channel for a little while, you've no doubt heard me mention this before, because it's something I'm really passionate about, that this is how we should be getting information across to people. Now, infotainment, as the name suggests, is just information combined with entertainment. But most people don't do this, and that's why it's a very effective way to stand out in your niche. Most people, what they do is it's one or the other. They're either very focused on giving information and talking about lessons people can get, just giving people the facts. On the flip side, some channels and social media accounts are very focused on the entertainment and are solely looking to provide entertainment and, make people laugh, all of that stuff, which is great. But what if you combine those two together? What if your social media could be a place where people not only learn something, but it's kind of fun as well? Yes, it's a little bit harder to do, and you might have to rethink what your content actually looks like. But once you figure that out, what would work for your niche and your audience, and it's providing information and entertainment together, then I guarantee you're going to stand out in your niche. Now, when it comes to growing on any social media platform, you've also got to remember that the very beginning part is always the hardest. Going from 0 to 1,000 subscribers or followers is normally far, far harder than then going to 1,000 to 5,000 and 5,000 to 20,000 and so on. The beginning bit where you have to get that ball rolling is often incredibly difficult. But I've created a playlist for you with some things that are definitely going to help with that. And you might also enjoy this video here if you're interested in growing on social media and building a brand. So hopefully those will be helpful for you, and I hope you got something out of this to stand out in your niche, so now you can go and crush it. Take care, I'll see you soon.